Okay, I think I have to just turn off the music in general. The music is a little distracting. I turn off the sound also when I play No Mercy. I turn off the sound, the music in the background. But let's go to tutorial. Lecture. Are they gonna talk to me? Teaches basic controls for beginner. Train in basic and advanced controls. I guess. All right, whatever. Damn, 33. Whew, 39 special. All right, well, let's see what this is, because if they're just gonna teach me like press A to grab, it's like, okay, I can figure that stuff out. Let's see what this is. Sachin says, I think Samoa Joe will interfere in Roman Lesnar match at Greatest Royal Rumble and cost Roman the title. That's a good prediction. I think you might be onto something. I mean, it was interesting that we got Samoa Joe last night and Roman Reigns, but we didn't get Lesnar. And they're making Lesnar and Roman Reigns part a million now, a cage match. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that. I mean, that might be a way to have Roman Reigns win. But yeah, Samoa Joe interfering, that could cause, or maybe he can cause Lesnar to lose because he can beat Roman Reigns, but he might not be too confident in beating Brock Lesnar. You started watching in 2007. At that time, Lashley was in the main event of Great American Bash against John Cena. People were behind Lashley and thought that he would win the title from Cena. But at that time, John Cena was superhuman Cena. Yeah. He's still kind of superhuman Cena, right? But yeah, Lashley was very green. I remember when Lashley came out, he looked great. He looked like a superhero, but he was very new, and you could just see that. And he's definitely grown a lot. Grown a lot, especially the past couple of years, past 2-3 years in Impact. He's been doing really well. So I'm excited. All right, let's perform specified. Who are these, by the way? Who are these trained jabronis in the ring right now? Tap the B button to perform a light strike. Okay. There we go. Rapidly press the B button to perform a combination. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. None of this is too new. I've seen this in other wrestling games. Hold the B button to perform heavy strike. Okay. Yeah. Drop kick. Okay. All right. Tap the A button, light grapple. All right. Use the control stick in any direction to perform additional light grapple. So just regular A is light grapple. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Hold the A button to get into a grappled state. Okay. When done from the back, you will perform a rear grapple. Okay, so there's no grapple states from the back. There's the grapple state. Press the B button to perform a strike. Okay. All right. Not bad. Press the A button to perform a heavy, so basically strong grapple, and then A again, and you do your heavy grapple moves. Okay, missed opportunity, I think, right away, right off the bat. Missed opportunity, I think, when you do this, I'm so used to No Mercy with the strong grapples. A and B allows you different grappling moves, but let's see what they do here. Press the A button and the Y button together to Irish whip a standing opponent. Press the Y button only if you're already in a... Oh, okay. So this is a quick grapple. Press the control pad in any direction to perform a taunt. All right. Nice. Basic. When you got the special slot, press the A, B button simultaneously to perform your special taunt. This will perform... All right. Yeah, we saw Lance Storm do that to me. And then when you're in special state, A, B again, special move. Okay. Now, what does he do? Uh-oh, what is it? Shining Wizard! Ooh, I like that. I like the way that looked, actually. The presentation of that was pretty cool. Shining Wizard. When standing near down opponent, hold down the control stick and... Okay. Alright, I did that accidentally. So you think Almas should show up tomorrow night on SmackDown? And the Iconic Duels should make their debut on SmackDown. I mean, those would be my picks. By the way, let me know if the mic levels are good with the game. If the game audio and my mic audio sound pretty good together. If it's too loud, if one of the others too loud or too low, just let me know and I can adjust it. But yeah, those would be my picks: the Iconic Duo and Almas. You know, and once again, you know, we talked about, you know, the possibility of Ember Moon showing up. Even though she just lost, they can still have her show up and have her finish her last match in NXT. They could do the same thing with Almas. While standing near a downed opponent, tap the X button to pick him up. All right. When standing, hold the X button to roll them over. Okay, that's useful. How do you drag them? They can teach me to drag. Ooh, okay. This is different. Hold A to get into a grapple. You can drag them. Ah, see? Okay, alright. No problem. While standing near down the opponent, press the B button to perform a ground strike. Got it. While standing near a downed opponent, tap the A button to perform a ground. Okay, so I guess you do the stronger submissions in the ground grappling state. And then the weak. Okay, I like this so far. It's very simple. Tap the A button together. A special down move. What we got? Sharpshooter? What are we going to do? Figure... Oh! That's funny. The Yuji Nagata lock. That's great. The Nagata leg lock. Did you see that? That was awesome. Hold the control stick toward the play. So I'm playing as Yuji Nagata, it seems like. This is Yuji Nagata's moveset, right? Hold the control stick toward the place you want to run and tap the Y button. I'm running. Uh-oh. Oh, running knee strike. Oh, running strike. I didn't do the strike. There we go. What are the chances SmackDown gets a new woman debuting, and who should she be? Well, you know, like Sachin said, the Iconic Duo would be good. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. You can't have one without the other. I think that would be good. You know, looking elsewhere at NXT, I mean, they would have to dig deep, I think. I mean, they could very well bring up Kairi Sane. I think Kairi Sane, you know, they're not really doing much for her in NXT. She won the Cruiserweight Classic, and, you know, she could be next in line to challenge Shayna Baszler. That would make a lot of sense, because they fought in the finals of the Cruiserweight Classic, and they were feuding a little bit before Shayna Baszler challenged Ember Moon. And even during that feud, so, I mean, they might keep Kairi Sane, but, you know, maybe, plans change, so maybe they might bring her up. But I think the Iconic Duo are a strong possibility. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. You know, they could dig deep, like how they did with Absolution and, what was the other group that came in? You know, where they got Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, like people who didn't really get a lot of screen time on NXT, but they decided to bring them up. So there's a few women, you know, they could do that with Dakota Kai, or, you know, any of the number of women that you saw in the women's battle royal on the pre-show. They can definitely get called up. And they might not be like big stars, but like they'll be like in a No Way Jose position, you know, where you'll have an extra hand, and hopefully maybe they can make something more of an impact in the main roster. So we got running grapples here, awesome. I'm not a fan of the superstar shakeup. I'm not a fan of the superstar shake-up because I feel like it's just a way for them to just sort of rewrite everything, you know, like just like for no reason. And I hate when WWE does that. So I much more prefer the draft. Like, I'd rather the draft be a thing. And even if they do like mini drafts, Riot Squad. Thank you. Yes, I forgot the name of the Riot Squad. You know, the mini draft would be cool, you know, and it's like, I don't know why. I mean, I think they did a little bit of this back in the day, but, oh wait, I'm running the wrong direction. Uh-oh. All right, running at a diagonal is a little wonky. Why to get back down? All right, bam. Double axe handle. You know, I feel like they should fight for these draft picks. You know, they should have matches that lets, you know, either Raw or SmackDown. Well, Yuji Nagata never did that. When an opponent is against the ropes, tap A. And if the rumors are to be believed, maybe we'll get a new general manager tomorrow. Maybe something will happen, or maybe something will happen during the quote unquote superstar shakeup next week. But yeah, I prefer the matches that would determine who got to get picked who, or who got to go where. I think that adds a little, as opposed to just sort of this out of the blue, yeah, so and so is here now, and it's just well, who's making these decisions? And if you have a brand, why would you make those trades? Why would you make those trades? Why would you give up something if you weren't getting something either of equal value in return? So, and they didn't do that when they did the last superstar shakeup. They didn't really explain why the trades were made. Why they just oh, so and so's on here now because we kind of need him here, and it's just, so I'm not crazy about the superstar shakeup, but hopefully it will again. The one benefit is that we'll see maybe possibility new feuds going down. And maybe they might do some big moves, some big changes. So hold the A button for heavy grapple. Nikki Cross would be a good, yeah, that's a strong pick. Her and Ruby Riott, I think that would be a great feud. Yes, I think they would be a great feud. They had a great matches in NXT. That would be cool to see. Nikki Cross, I think. Here we go. Bam, sliced bread. Standing, hold the control stick. Okay, Y. Hey, I'm trying to get out. It's over the ropes. Hold Y. Duh, I wasn't holding Y. I was pressing it. Hold the Y button to get in. All right. Irish whip your opponent toward the outside of the ring. I whipped him into the corner. There we go. Now he's outside of the ring. Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, you guys told me yesterday that it's rumored that Jeff Jarrett was going to be on the SmackDown roster. He was going to be the GM. Maybe they'll announce that tonight. Maybe they'll do it next week. But, yeah, that should be interesting. I'm actually interested to see where they go with that because there's a lot of history there with Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles, and a few of the other people, Bobby Roode, and a few others from Impact. It would have been funny too if Bobby Lashley was on SmackDown also, if Jeff Jarrett was there. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see. Would you like to perform a skill test? Yes. Ooh, 30-second time limit. I gotta perform all the moves. Okay. Irish whip. Got it. Here we go. Throw opponent into the ring. All right. I like this little test. Special attack. No, I had to do my taunt. Break it. How do I break it? Gotta do my taunt. There we go. Now I can do it. Jose. Yeah, it's Jose. It's Jose. The J is silent. It's got an H sound. But it's Jose is how you spell Jose. Heavy turnbuckle grapple. Boom. Yeah, I think since Daniel Bryan is a wrestler, they probably will maybe announce it tonight. Move into the ring. There we go. Heavy grappling move. Or they already had it set up for me. There we go. Climb up turnbuckle. Sweet. Combination striking. Bam. Heavy striking. Nice. I like the animations. I like how clean it is so far, even though I'm just in the tutorial. It seems a little bit more polished. Ground the grapple. Gotta hold A. And then do something. Here we go. Figure 4. Woo! Gotta do the woo. Down the grapple state. Alright, I just did that. Bam. Nice elbow drop. Special. Alright, let me back up a little bit. Let me do that. And then, we got sliced bread again. Here we go. Yeah, they mentioned, that was really funny. And I wonder if that's a hint. Oh, shoot. How do I roll them? Is it Y? No. How do I roll? Oh, yeah. Nope. That's not it. Hold them. No. I did it again. X and the direction. Nope. There we go. We gotta hold X to roll. Special taunt. There we go. I like how the rolling was the one that almost got me. Couldn't figure out how to roll. Running special strike. Spear. Nice. Pick up an opponent. That's regular X. Running strike. And special move. Bam. Shining Wizard. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe since Angle mentioned TNA, that's a hint at Jarrett. Also, you know, in the more positive thinking, I think that maybe not only is it maybe a hint, but maybe it's also a sign that WWE and Impact Wrestling, you know, they're gonna acknowledge each other more. And I know especially when you know, the dropping to the ring, when you know, Cyrus and what's his name? Who the new creative leads of Impact Wrestling, you know, they talked about how, you know, they want to work with everyone no matter what. And maybe this is a sign of things to come with maybe some sort of you know, they're obviously not going to have like trade wrestlers and stuff like that, but just be more friendly and share more things between each other. And obviously WWE has been using a lot more footage from Impact Wrestling, so you know, talks are happening. And you know, the whole Woken gimmick and everything like that. That's why I just thought it was so ooh, I got cash, so interesting that Jeff Jarrett got inducted, because maybe this is a sign of everyone finally just getting along. Yeah, getting on good terms. Getting on good terms. That's the phrase I was looking for, Michael Numbers. All right, so I did the tutorial. There's other tutorials. That was just lecture basic, applied lecture. Let me see if I can do another match. Let's go back using what I've learned now that I got sort of the hang of it. Let me see if I can go in and do another match. Let's see. Let's go back to RVD, because I felt like I didn't do anything with RVD. And let's get Lance Storm again. Let's do a rematch. RVD and Lance Storm. Ooh, RVD and Rhino. Let's do Rhino. WWF Attitude, WWF Warzone, Nitro, WCW Nitro, WCW Thunder were very bad wrestling games, very annoying controls. You know, I would have to agree. I was not a fan of those games. I played them as a kid, and I remember just not enjoying them. Especially Attitude and Warzone, I did not like those games, and Nitro and Thunder too. They were just very clunky. Yeah. I wasn't a fan of those games, and but yeah, I think Impact Wrestling and WWE might be on better terms now. You know, I mean, just look at so many people who are from Impact that are in WWE now, and even behind the scenes, and you know, so I just hope it's a sign of things to come. But yeah, it might be a hint. It might be foreshadowing. And it might also be like WWE also being aware, like, you know, yeah, they made that joke. Like, yeah, TNA's hiring. But also, like, they're hiring a lot of TNA guys. So it's because they're taking all the guys from TNA. So it works on many levels. So I thought it was a funny joke. Maybe, I mean, we might see something like that. I mean, Impact Wrestling, you know, they're doing a deal with Lucha Underground. They're doing a deal with All Japan. Impact Wrestling is definitely trying to do deals with everyone. Who knows if, like, behind the scenes they can have some sort of agreement, some sort of deal. I mean, WWE doesn't kind of need that really anymore, because they have their own, you know, they have NXT now. And NXT really is that brand. If they want to develop wrestlers, if they want to have people come up from outside of WWE, they can just sign them to NXT. And the counters are, you have to be quick with the counters. Damn. All right, Rhino. Easy, Rhino. Easy. Rhino's just beating the crap out of me. I wonder if different AI does different things. Like if certain people strike more than others. if certain people grab more than others. I wonder if that's a thing here. Oh, I think Bobby Lashley will still do the spear. You know, a lot of people do the spear in WWE, so yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's, you know, it's not like how it was when like Goldberg was around and like only Goldberg can do the spear. Like, there's so many people who do the spear, even sometimes on the same night. So yeah, I think Lashley would definitely still do the spear. I don't think his moveset, honestly, I don't think his moveset's going to change all that much. I think he's just going to do pretty much everything he's been doing. You know, maybe add a few stuff to his arsenal. But I don't think he's going to change much from what he's been doing. Oh, so this is like a whole, that was a whole like grab.
1, 2.
That was a whole side grab. Close 2 count. All right, that was a, whoa. Wonder how he got that counter off. Nice. Here we go. Boom. I like that that's a counter, and that's like a custom counter, you know, because only RVD does that. And then there's the strong grapple. My first strong grapple got countered. I wonder if you can counter a counter. I can't. The animations do move very quickly, which isn't a bad thing, but it's hard to predict kind of what the computer is gonna do. So right away, it just tells me that I have to be more aggressive. It's not like, you know, No Mercy where you can kind of like have a fine balance and choose to be a little bit more defensive. It seems like I have to be more aggressive here with the AI. And there we go, just doing a regular strong back grab. All my strong grapples are getting countered, and I wonder if I'm doing them too soon or if it's just the computer's good at countering. Here we go, doing the running again. Backflip pin. I do have.
1, 2.
You think Anderson and Gallows will break up? I don't think they'll be broken up. I just think that WWE right now doesn't know what to do with them, because again, WWE, they just don't put a lot of stock into their tag teams, and that's, you know, unfortunately that's their problem, is they're a tag team. I think that they could. Oh no, I messed up. There we go. Oh, it's A. There we go. 5-star frog splash. Boo. Oh, he moved. So you can move from specials. I'm in a special state still, though. How's that help me? I went for the 5-star frog splash, and I lost it. Let me see if I can get it back. See if I could do something. Uh-oh, Rhino's, he got up like that. You saw that? Here we go. Reverse suplex. I need something, ooh. I was ready for that, but the positioning was off for a counter. I think they're very. I also agree, though. I think Anderson and Gallows are being misused. That was a close 2 count. Here we go. Monkey flip. Love it. Okay, perfect. This is good positioning. No. Here we go. Up. All right. So this, I was having problems in the tutorial. Rolling Thunder. Running to the. Now I'm looking at the ref. Shoot. All right. All right. So a little bit of discombobulated there. I don't know what I was doing. Let me do some taunting. I'm the whole effing show. All right. So I guess maybe I should be a little more careful running to the. Wow, I whiffed on that elbow. Does anybody else think Bray Wyatt is tricking Matt? I hope not. I hope not, because I think it would be great for Bray Wyatt's character to stay with Matt Hardy and, you know, get back some of that, what's the word? Get back some of that, you know, I feel like fans were really behind him at one point, and then they sort of like kind of got like cold on him. Ooh, so Rhino's got a special. So can I block these specials? There we go. There we go. I'm gonna have my own special. That's too far away. Nice. I nailed it though. 5-star frog splash. Stay down. Oh, he pins him automatically.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. I won my first match. I don't know. You guys, you both think he'll betray him, huh? You both think Bray will betray Matt? I don't know. I hope not. But it could very well be a possibility. I mean, when has Bray Wyatt when was he last known to be trusted for anything? You think Anderson and Gallows should go back to Japan? Well, they probably won't go back to Japan, but I think sending them back to SmackDown would be a good idea. Honestly, I think sending them back to SmackDown, you could repair them with AJ Styles, or you could pair them with Nakamura and sort of have them betray Styles. Like, that could be a whole thing. But again, WWE, they just don't use their tag teams, and especially now with the Raw tag division, like they're back in the same old space they were before WrestleMania, and the whole Eliminator tag team thing. It's like, again, I want to have faith that they're gonna do something with the tag team division, but the Authors of Pain isn't gonna be enough. They need a team to chase after the Authors of Pain. They need a babyface team, and maybe Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt will be that team. But I'm not so sure. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely agree. I thought Carl Anderson and Gallows being with Finn Balor, that was gonna mean that Balor was gonna turn heel with the Balor Club. But right now, Balor is just super over as a babyface, and especially with the Balor for Everyone shirts and all the promoting diversity with Finn Balor. Like, now would not be a good time to turn him heel. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that. All right. Oh, the wonderful clapping. Yeah, I just love the whole broken Matt Hardy, woken Matt Hardy, whatever you want to call him. I love that whole thing. Let's take a look at the shop zone. So we got a zone instead of a mall. So I was doing some preliminary stuff. I saw online you can unlock the arenas. All right, and then you can unlock moves, and I saw that there's regular moves you can unlock. We got some good stuff. F5, so you can make Lesnar. SSD. Ooh, that's the Steiner driver. Scott Steiner driver. SSD. Emerald Flosion. One of my favorite moves. Tiger driver. Sternness Dust. Okay. Bam! Cradle Brainbuster. Shining Wizard. Ooh, the Vertebreaker. But I didn't see the Hurricane. Maybe I gotta make the Hurricane. Double Brainbuster. Oh, who would do a double Brainbuster? Oh my goodness. Got some cool moves here. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Triple suplex. Alright. Triple powerbomb. Rolling powerbomb. What are they talking about? Okay. Alright. I thought that was going to be like the running Liger bomb, maybe. Bent pile driver. Tilt the world pile driver. Sweet. Ooh, the wrist clutch exploder. Awesome. You gotta buy an underhook belly to belly? Why do you have to buy that move? Why do you have to buy the chicken wing suplex? I understand all the other moves so far because all the other moves are finishers. Ooh, we can make Okada. Triple backbreaker. Canadian hammer. What are they calling the Canadian hammer? Okay, all right. I see what they're trying to do there. Is Day of Reckoning giving me the Aki Wrestling Games experience? Not yet, but I do have to say right away, it's a lot more easier to pick up and play than the 2K games. And that's something that I think that's one of the appeals of the No Mercy and, all the other Aki games is that you can just pick up and play them. You don't have to think too much about them. This is definitely a faster pace, so it takes a little bit of adjustment. But I don't really ever feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Even when after I did the tutorial and how I figured out the doing the specials work, I was able to right away I know Rob Van Dam does the 5-star frog splash, so let me just go to the turnbuckle and do my 5-star frog splash. I don't like the whole signature moves thing into the finisher that they have in the 2K games because I feel like it creates an extra step. And if you don't know what they're specifically signifying as a signature move, then you might not know how to necessarily do it. It's very situational. And I don't like that situational stuff. I like everything to sort of be the same. All the moves are done in the same way, but it's just different moves for everyone. So I like that about it so far. And that's what No Mercy did well. So I can see the comparisons. But again, I think that just comes down to it being intuitive, but I like it so far. It's pretty smooth. I do have a little trouble running up the turnbuckle, but I'll probably get used to that. Dragon Rana, that's gonna be mine. Love the Dragon Rana Swanton Bomb. I like the animations. They're a little exaggerated, which I don't mind. Whoa, sub hype. QEDEM, thank you for the sub. I know who that is. That's Pongo, baby. Pongo subscribing. First subscriber. Let's give it up. Let's give him a Bray Wyatt clap. Or Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt clap. Wonderful clap. Wonderful clap for Pongo. Ked. That's how we say it. Ked. Kedem. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, man. You're my first. Full disclosure, I know Pongo personally. He's a good friend of mine. But thank you so much for subscribing. I didn't force him to subscribe. But he likes what I'm doing, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I'm playing Day of Reckoning now for the first time. Haven't played this game before. So I was looking up online. These move templates are actually based off of actual wrestlers, and so that just means we're gonna have to make them eventually one day. And let me pull up the list. I have the list all typed out, but these move sets right here. So move template 1 is Mitsuhiro Misawa, or it's supposed to be Misawa. 2 is Keiji Muto. There's a Shining Wizard. 3 is supposed to be Shinya Hashimoto. Yep, there's his Brainbuster. Okay. 4 is Chono. There's the Chono lock. The STF, rather. The STF. 5, I think that's Akiyama. Jun Akiyama. 6 is Kobashi. The Burning Hammer. And then the Cobra Clutch Suplex. Perfect. 7. I like how they show you different moves. This is Inoki. There's his Octopus Hold. Stretch. And then there's his Inseguri. Pretty cool. 8 is supposed to be Hayabusa. There was the 450 and the Shooting Star. Okay. And then this is going to be, I guess, the Falcon Arrow. Bam. I like this. 9 is Nao Ogawa. Okay. Pretty cool. There's his shoot fighting stuff. 10 is supposed to be Tiger Mask. Yep. There we go. The Twisting Splash. There's the Tiger Suplex. This is really cool. I like this a lot. That they have the templates for a lot of the Japanese wrestlers. 11 was Akira Tao. 12 is Jeff Hardy. 13 is supposed to be Hulk Hogan. There's the big leg drop. 14 is supposed to be Mick Foley. There we go. 15 is Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's the stunner. 16 is Brock Lesnar. So right away, we're gonna be making all these templates. I'm gonna put them up on my channel eventually. All the templates. We're gonna make it. It's gonna happen. But yeah, it's gonna be good. Uh-oh, is Sachin woken? Has he become woken? Oh, now he's back to normal. Okay, so it was just a temporary escape. It was a temporary escape. Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap has to make an appearance on the stream one day. Full disclosure, I've never played Pokemon Snap. I've only seen people play it. I went to my friend's house when I was younger, and he had Pokemon Snap. And I was like, oh, sweet, can I play? He was like, yeah, I'll let you play. He never let me play. So I only ever watched my friend play it and watched people online play it. I've never actually held an N64 controller in my hand and played Pokemon Snap. A lot of these outfits so far are for women, it seems like. That I was about to say that's close to LOD. We could almost make Legion of Doom. Fur coats. Who would wear these things? Why are these hidden attires? Why do I have to buy these? I don't want to buy any of these. The martial art pants I could buy, because then I could make Tiger Mask. But why would I buy armor? Sumo tights, I could probably make Yokozuna there. Gear, what's the difference between gear? Okay, it's like stuff you wear. I don't know, a lot of these things you buy, they don't look too useful. Costume, we were in costume. Accessories. I know I have it. I know I have Pokemon Snap, but I just haven't had time to play it. I gotta play it. Leg warmers. Ooh, we can make Bruiser Brody. Hair, all the different kinds. So this is cool. Alright, so let's do another match. Let's play as someone else. Let's play as Rey Mysterio, because we don't have him in No Mercy. And I love Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio against Triple H, sure. I didn't mean to press Triple H, but whatever. You want me to play Majora's Mask? I definitely should play Majora's Mask because I never beat it. I have it. The first time I played it actually was for the 3DS version. Or I should say the first time I owned it. Because again, that was something I borrowed. Didn't play all the way, and then I had to give it back to my friend. So then I bought it for the 3DS. But I never finished it. I got distracted. Charizard is sad that I haven't photographed him lately. I'm sorry, Charizard. I'm sorry, but you know what, Charizard? You will always be my main. I always choose Charmander as my main, no matter what. I don't care if it's a handicap. Charmander's the way to go. He is my main. You have the N64 version on Wii and the 3DS version. I like the 3DS version a lot. But I also have both. I have the N64 version and I have the 3DS version. I mean, that's on my bucket list. I want to play through. There's a lot of the Legend of Zelda games I haven't played through. And I feel like that's kind of sad because I'm such a big Legend of Zelda fan. And I need to play more of the Zelda games, and especially Majora's Mask since it came out right after Ocarina. So, but hey, I have a good excuse. Because if you look when Majora's Mask was released, it was released in the fall of 2000, and I could only afford to buy one game. So what game did I buy instead of Majora's Mask? WWF No Mercy. So hey, it could be a whole different channel if I went in a different direction. Everything would have changed if instead of buying WWF No Mercy, I bought Majora's Mask. This would be a Zelda themed channel, and I probably would have played all the Zelda games, but I didn't. I bought No Mercy, and I played all the wrestling games. So alternate timeline there, all because I only had a certain amount of allowance and I could only afford to buy one N64 game for myself at that time, and there was no question I was gonna buy WWF No Mercy. Charmander was always my starter. Charmander was always my starter, no matter what. You prefer the N64 version? Yeah, I mean, and that was another thing too. I was playing the 3DS version, and as I was playing the 3DS version, I was like, you know what? I really should play the N64 version first, so I can appreciate the changes. I didn't get Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, but if I would have gotten Ocarina of Time for the 3DS, I would have been able to appreciate all the changes because I've played Ocarina of Time so much. So with Majora's Mask, I didn't get that, I didn't get that feeling because I wasn't I had never played it before, so I didn't know what changes they made. I didn't know, like, I just didn't know how it all changed and went down. So I felt like I wasn't getting a full appreciation of the remake. I like knocked Triple H out with that like headlock takedown. He like was not getting up for some reason. I gotta figure out what the trick is to doing counter grapples. But I do like how I can do grapples really fast. It really speeds up the pacing of the match. Ooh, Mahishita, cradle. No count. Bam. I'm getting the hang of it. I do have to say, right away, this is just my third match. And it is pretty intuitive, which is something I feel like the modern wrestling games have gone away from. It might be a little too fast for my liking right off the bat, but I don't mind it as much because I kind of know what I'm doing. And, if it was moving so fast and I didn't know what I was doing, I would start to feel frustrated. But I'm not getting that right now. The animations are a little unclear with the grappling. In terms of timing-wise, but that's fine. It's not a deal breaker. I could learn how to get around that. You definitely have to you definitely have a short window to sort of tell what the computer is gonna do. Like the striking, I'm getting a hang of. This was a test of strength? Okay. I couldn't tell that was a test of strength. Here we go. You have to push Charmander into a volcano to take a picture of him? Or to get a picture of Magmar? That's brutal. That is brutal. Yeah, I think I will play it on the N64 version. That's definitely something I want to do for my channel, or maybe stream. Play Majora's Mask for the first time. Whoa! Destroyed Triple H. I thought he was going to kick out. Beat him with a regular flying body splash. Did not expect that. What's this whole thing? He's upset that he lost? They're not playing Ray's music, though. It's just showing the animation. It's awkward when he's celebrating and there's no music. I'm going to play as Ray again because I didn't even get to do a finisher with him. You missed Triple H with the long hair. Shawn Michaels just cut his hair, too. Yeah, it's always weird when they cut their hair. Yeah, Triple H long hair. That definitely was a better look for him, but obviously when he's younger, but then like older Triple H with long hair looked kind of weird. I'm just glad he got over just having the mustache when he had like that handlebar mustache. Did not like that look for him. Did not like the handlebar mustache. I like when he has the beard. Or the big beard like he has now looks pretty good on him. The first Legend of Zelda also, that was another game that we did not have ourselves. My cousin had Legend of Zelda for the NES. So I would go over to his house. When I did go over to his house, I would play it. But that's another one I haven't beaten all the way. It's kind of sad, all the Zelda games I haven't beaten all the way. As much of a gamer as I am, as long as I've been gaming, and for some reason the Legend of Zelda series, there's only really a few of them that I've beaten, because growing up I just didn't have them. My friends had them, and the only Legend of Zelda game that I asked for and I actually end up getting. Because again, when I was a kid, I wasn't able to buy my own games a lot, so I had to ask for games. Was Ocarina. That was like the first Legend of Zelda, because I wanted the Zelda for NES, didn't get it. I wanted the SNES, I wanted A Link to the Past, didn't get it, so I had to play it at my friend's house. And then finally, when Ocarina came around, I asked for it and I got it. So that was the first Zelda game that I owned and played all the way through, and completed that a bunch of times. I love the way Eddie Guerrero looks here. I do have to say the visuals look really nice. The visuals look really nice. They remind you of what they looked like at the time. I don't feel like I'm looking at a dated wrestling game. You can definitely, they're trying to go for a little bit more of a realistic look, but it doesn't come off as too realistic that it's dated. It still holds up. But that's the beauty of the GameCube, right? I feel like a lot of the GameCube games still look really good. I love the GameCube. It's one of my favorite systems, honestly. But I just... Oh, the ref! Did you see that? The ref, quick on his feet, ducked under. No ref collision there. I wonder if you can actually... So I never know when this test of strength is happening, but I do manage to keep winning it. Eddie Guerrero ducking it. Getting the hang of it, guys. Getting the hang of it. Nope, but that's a... I have to remember that A and... Because my instinct to do a grapple when they're on the floor is to do down for some reason. That's like where my mind goes to, is to press down on the control stick right away, but that's to pin. So I have to get out of that habit. And then I also have to get into a better habit of doing strong grapples. Now I wonder if I could do strong grapples with different directional inputs. Small package counter. You see, the computer's really good at blocking my grabs. Now, I do have... So I can do a special right away. You can get your specials pretty quick. I do have to say... Here we go. Hurricanrana, love it. I like the slow motion. I love the slow motion into the big move. Kicked out. And I still have my special. So let me see. Oh, I lost it. I love Breath of the Wild. I love how big the Breath of the Wild is. That's definitely my favorite Zelda game. And again, I haven't played all of them, but it's definitely my favorite. Oh, he threw me over. Now, why does it show that I've taken more damage than Eddie when I feel like I've been really beating up Eddie Guerrero here? Oh, Campbell clutch. Okay, what's this? Oh, okay. It's just showing you how far you are in the meter. I was about to say, like, I hope I don't have to do something here. Uh-oh. Eddie Guerrero, let's see if I can avoid this. I think he almost got me there. Huh! Huh! Flying head scissors. So it doesn't seem like you can do different directional strong grabs, which is a shame because I feel like that limits how many grapple moves I can have. But I'm not too mad at it. That's a rope break, right? I have to finish Breath of the Wild. I do want to finish Breath of the Wild. Ooh, he's going to do something, isn't he? Oh, he's going to do the frog splash. Move out the way. Oh. I wonder if I could have avoided that. That's got to be a kick out. Ah, he beat me. He beat me. I like the flashes of lights and the big hits too. I like them. I like how it slows everything down. You know, I like the weapon damage in Breath of the Wild. I like that the weapons break and that it forces you to keep scavenging. But you know, eventually you reach a point where that doesn't become an issue anymore. And then you just when you get better at the combat, I feel like you know, you don't really have an issue of losing a lot of weapons. It's more so like, oh, I have too many weapons on hand because you got so many good weapons now. And it's about like trying to keep just all the strongest weapons and managing your inventory. And the inventory, I don't really like the inventory system too much in Breath of the Wild, but again, that's just like a nitpick thing. Like, I don't think it takes away from the game for me, because I just love that game so much. I think that game is just beautiful. You were playing No Mercy, and you did defeat the APA and Saturn of Snow. Nice. Ooh, here we go. What's he doing? Oh, he's gonna stretch me. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it. I gotta make my own wrestler. Gotta make the Be Better Gamer. Here we go. Eddie Guerrero's giving me a run for my money. Gotta get better at countering. You know, I'm not so sure if I should even bother tapping A, because I feel like the AI moves so fast. It's better to just sort of like, when you're on the ground, anticipate if they're gonna grab you or do something to you, as opposed to, you know, tapping A to get up. Ooh, nice armbar. The animation there. See, like right there. Could have probably escaped that. Uh-oh. Yeah, QED, you're the moderator. You gotta make sure everyone's playing by the rules here. Even though so far we haven't had any issues. I don't think you gotta worry too much yet about that kind of stuff. Oh, look at these kicks. I like the sounds of the moves. I like the sounds of the moves. They have a lot of impact. They have a lot, you know, and that's something I feel like that is a little understated when it comes to wrestling games, is that, you know, hearing that crunch of the hits, you know, can be very satisfying sometimes. And I like that. Yeah, the counters, I gotta be quick with the counters. You're breezing through the European Championship. I like the European Championship path in No Mercy. I think it's probably one of my favorite paths. I just like all the different variety of match types. You know, you don't do too much crazy stuff. There's not too many crazy storylines. I'm not ready for Eddie Guerrero, guys. He's beating me up. Eddie Guerrero is beating me up. Latino Heat. Love the way he looks. I miss Eddie Guerrero, man. I miss him so much, but I love his avatar here. Yeah, man, Shinsuke is bad now. We're gonna find out tonight. Why he did it. Why, Shinsuke? Why? I'm excited to see where they go. I mean, obviously it's gonna be another match, right? Maybe at Backlash we'll get Shinsuke and Nakamura Part 2. You know, that'd be really exciting to see. And again, I think their match at WrestleMania was only the beginning. I think you know, I think it can only go up from here. I think it can only go up from here with Shinsuke and AJ. John Cena's in here. Look at that. John Cena, The Rock. What was Eddie's? Eddie was in 83. What was Ray? Did Ray have a big disadvantage? 73. Okay, I'm going to play as Booker T. And let's take on Cena. Why not? Booker T against John Cena. That's fun. You're trying to unlock all the ring attires in Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. Yeah, it takes a while, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I love Booker T. He looks great in here too. Yeah, I have to say I'm really impressed by the animations. I mean, this is a game from 2004, and it looks good to me. It still holds up. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero is really good in No Mercy also. Yeah, he just had my number, man. You saw with Triple H, I breezed through Triple H with Rey Mysterio, but for some reason Eddie Guerrero, and you know, but they always had a great rivalry, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio. So I think I need to work my way up to face Eddie Guerrero, because he was you know, beating me up. But yeah, these visuals are super impressive. These visuals are super impressive. I'm surprised as to in motion how good they look. I'm interested to see. I might go into the create a wrestler after this and make my own wrestler, because we're gonna need a create a wrestler to do the story mode. And apparently the story mode is really long. Career mode is really long. I looked up. There's like all these different chapters, and there's like, I think at least you're playing like close to 70, 80 matches in career mode, which is nuts. That's like, that seems almost as big as like several, you know, championship path, like doing 100% run in a certain championship path. You know, because if you look at like No Mercy, like take like the hardcore path, for example, like that would probably be like the equivalent to 100%ing the hardcore path, probably a little bit more. Yes, Paige retired last night. Very sad. I felt really bad for her because she's so young, and she already did so much in WWE, and had already really made a name for herself, and you just know the future was bright for her. And to see any wrestler hang up the boots early because of injury, but yeah, hopefully this isn't like the end for her. Hopefully somehow, some way, even if she doesn't find her way back into the ring, hopefully she can be a part of WWE on camera, because she's still a great personality. She's good on the mic. She's got a good look to her. And yeah, seeing her with Absolution, she can definitely still do something there. I mean, we need to return to like managers and stuff. And that's something I do have to say about last night with the Authors of Pain, you know, sort of pushing Paul Ellering away. And it's like they're hinting, you know, it seemed like they no longer needed Paul Ellering. And it's like, well, if this is a payoff for him to join his daughter, then I get it. Because his daughter's down in you know, and is going to be in NXT. So it's like, if that's the case, then sure, cool. But if they're getting rid of Paul Ellering, if they're not going to have him around anymore as a manager, I think that's kind of like a waste, because I love managers. I think having a good manager, having someone in your corner really can help tell a good story with certain wrestlers, and especially like with different match stipulations. So I hope that's not the last we see of Paul Ellering. I mean, his daughter is in NXT, or at least I think she is. I know she's on the indie scene. Here we go. Bam! I did the sidekick too late. 5-knuckle shuffle, and I didn't block it. I'll get the timing down on these blocks. Just not at that level yet. Yeah, hopefully she'll be, you know, she even said it, you know, about Daniel Bryan, like, gives her hope. There's a sidekick. So I wonder, do I have, if I hold down, if I do another one, you know, and I don't think her career is over. I think, ooh, I blocked that. Here we go. He's doing a taunt. He's taunting on me. Cena's taunting. Let's see if I can block it again. Right at the right moment. What's his front? Does he do the bookend, or does he do the... Yes. The scissor kick. Bam. Awesome. I wonder how you do the bookend then. If they didn't give him the bookend. I like how he has the big chop. I forgot he used to do that. Ooh, Paul Ellering with Nakamura, that would be cool. That's a good idea. I like that idea. I didn't even think of that. Because, yeah, the obvious is for him to go with his daughter, but yeah, like, I still want to see him manage someone in some form. That would be really cool, and to have him with Nakamura, that would be really interesting. I think that would be a good dynamic. Damn. Oh, rope break. Ooh, the rope break saved me. See if I can get him out of there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Attitude adjustment. Not good. Bam. Not good at all. Get up. I think that's it.
2, 3.
The bookend. The bookend or rock bottom. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, but you know, when Booker T does it, it's the bookend. When The Rock does it, it's the rock bottom. When anyone else does it, it's an uranagi. You know, it's the same thing. Same move, different names, different styles. Obviously, The Rock and Booker T both have their own unique way of doing it, but, you know, same thing. I like them both, so I don't really have a preference, I guess. Come on. Yeah, this game definitely moves at a very fast pace. I'm gonna have to get used to it. The countering for the... I seem to do pretty well with the countering of the strikes. It's the countering of the grabs that I'm gonna have to get used to, because I don't really see the animations coming beforehand. But I'll get used to it. It's fine. But yeah, man, Booker T. I love Booker T. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites of all time, I think. You know, obviously. Oh, nice with the little pull. I like that. I like how the moves go into the certain taunt animations. You saw that with Rob Van Dam. Big belly to back. Edge's retirement. Yeah, Edge's retirement was very sad. You know, but Paige is younger. Paige is younger than Edge. But yeah, you know, at least the thing with Edge was that, you know, he's talked about it. Like, it kind of came over. It kind of came out of nowhere for him. Even he was given sudden notice, and he didn't know it was gonna happen. He was quite in shock by it. You know, with Paige, her injury has been kind of like for the past couple of years with her trying to come back, and so she's kind of had an inkling that, like, you know, this is gonna be very tough, a very tough comeback for her. Oh, that was a pretty cool animation there. The wrist lock body slam. Yeah, I like the heat maps for the body also, but I'm not really finding myself looking at them quite yet. You know, when a move happens, I don't really look at them. But I think it's kind of neat that they're there. Ooh. Yeah, you really do have to get the timing down. You can't just mash. Which is okay. I don't mind it. I prefer not to button mash. Alright, let's see if we could do this. Here we go. Scissor kick again. He blocked it. How did he block it? That's not good. I can't even block his turnbuckle move. How did he get out of that? I want to know how to do that. Oh, well, I might find out. I'm gonna pin him while he has a special. That's smart, right? I'm not afraid. 5-time, 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 5-time. WCW World Champion. Yeah, the camera angles are really cool in this game. Even for the little moves, they have a lot of impact. I like it. I like the presentation. The presentation for this game is really cool. It wasn't what I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting more in line of like the SmackDown games, you know, or like a light version of the 2K games. Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll get used to. Oh, so right there. How was I able to kick out like that real quick? There's got to be something I don't know about yet that's allowing for these rapid these kickouts. There's got to be something I don't know yet. Maybe in the tutorial I'll figure it out. But even that was like a really cool counter for just an arm drag. Nice. Cena's trying to put me away, man. Cena's trying to put me away. Not happening. I wonder if he has the Harlem Hangover. You think he has the Harlem Hangover? That'd be cool if he has the Harlem Hangover. Alright, let's see if we get it out this time. Look at that. The height, the distance. It's like animated, but at the same time. Get up. Get on the... There we go. Harlem Hangover. Boom. Oh, and he blocked that. He's blocking all my finishers. Come on. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a breather. I'm gonna take a powder. Can we run all the way up? That's cool. We can run all the way up. Now I just hope he doesn't do anything while I'm up here. He fell into my trap. Yeah, I'll get used to it. Every game, you know, you can't expect to any game. You can't expect to just right out the gate be good at it. I'll get used to it. I'm gonna see if I can catch him with a missile drop kick. Oh, he hoked up while I was up there.
1, 2.
This is turning into an epic match. Are they saying? What are they saying? I can't tell what the crowd is chanting. I love the Booker T signs. Here we go. Once again, he keeps blocking it. That's like the third. Here we go. He can't block it. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Cena's unstoppable here. Uh-oh. What's he doing? What? Why is he getting a chair? Oh, that was an interesting maneuver there for the AI. I'm gonna throw him out. I wonder if I could do the spinneroonie. Yeah, the player only controls the ref and No Mercy, right? That's what I thought. I thought it was only the player that controls the ref. Nice. Here we go. Alright, let's put him away. Don't block it. Finally. We're winning it.
1, 2.
Oh my goodness. One more time. It's like Lesnar trying to take out Roman Reigns over here.
1, 2, 3.
Finally. Woo, big win. We gave those people at SmackDown a heck of a main event. Look at Booker T. Don't touch me. Don't raise my hand. King Booker. That was an epic match. So you play No Mercy. So Michael Numbers, you play No Mercy on normal difficulty. Yeah, you know, I play the Aki games on expert, but like, you know, I've been playing those games for so long. With every game, I always try to the more I play it, I always try to up the difficulty, you know. When I feel too bored with like normal, I'll move it to hard or expert or stuff like that. But right now it's on normal. I don't really put games on easy. I always start on normal. And you know, right now this is on normal. This is Day of Reckoning. This is Day of Reckoning 1. This is part 1, not part 2. The goal is to unlock everything here in Day of Reckoning 1 and then move on to Day of Reckoning 2. And then after I play through this on stream, I'm going to come back to it and do stuff for my channel and do like a playthrough on my channel. Because again, to record all this in the moment, I'm learning everything, I'm figuring everything out. So I don't want that first playthrough that I put up on YouTube to be very clunky. I figured I'd be clunky on Twitch because it's a lot funnier to be clunky live. But when I do my Let's Play of it on the channel, it'll be a replay of it. But then by that time, I'll probably be moving on to Day of Reckoning 2 on stream. He kind of looks like CM Punk in the face right there. A little bit of CM Punk face. All right, creative wrestlers. Look at all the different body types. All right, so we got Dean Malenko. That's Dean Malenko. Generic mask superstar, which I might be. Oh wait, what'd I press? Oh, okay. Oh, you can move them around. There you go. Very nice. Afro dude, generic wrestler. But I can't really tell too much the different body. Okay, I guess this guy has abs. This guy doesn't. This guy has an afro, I guess. Can you not? I'm gonna go with masked. Oh, the bookend is one of his heavy grapples. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense if the bookend is one of his heavy grapples. Yeah, handicap matches, definitely. If you definitely want to challenge, play handicap matches on hard in WCW NW Revenge. That's always fun. That's a good challenge. All right, so profile. Set up your superstar's profile. Okay, name. Well, let's, you know what? Yeah, let's just jump right into it. Name, we're going to do B. Were they in capital letters or were they in lowercase letters? Crap. This kind of bugs me. Hold on, I got to look. I got to look to see how the names were, because I'm a little OCD there. Like, I don't like to make it like any game, like in RPGs, like, you know, how RPGs, they ask you to put your name, and it's like, then you put it in all caps, and then everyone else. Okay, so they got caps and lowercase. Okay. You're going to start to see my little OCD tendencies come out when I play games for the first time, and how I play games for the first time. So let's go to this guy. Which game developer made Day of Reckoning? I believe it was Ukes. Let me double check. Let me look it up. I believe it was Ukes who made it. But see, like, the funny thing is that, yeah, Ukes made it, but like, there was also multiple other like, right when this game came out in August of 2004. They also released SmackDown versus Raw on the PS2 in November of 2004. So, and I believe SmackDown versus Raw 2004. I believe, I want to say, the developer there was Ukes as well. So they released 2 wrestling games simultaneously. So that tells me that they had different teams working on these different games for the different consoles, because they wanted console exclusivity. You know, they wanted the SmackDown versus Raw on PlayStation 2, but for whatever reason, maybe because of the engine, the code, it wouldn't work as well on the GameCube. So they did a GameCube exclusive wrestling game using things sort of similar, but making a whole new code. So it was the same developer to make both games, but on 2 different systems. So that tells me that Ukes had multiple different teams. So it was Ukes, and it was published by THQ. THQ was the publisher, and Ukes was the developer. Yeah, but THQ did go bankrupt, but another company came and bought it. Ukes developed this game. THQ published this game. So Ukes is the developer, THQ is the publisher. You know, the publisher, they basically, you know, they publish the game. They don't have a team that actually codes the game. Those are the developers, and that was Ukes. All right, so now we're gonna go in. Oh, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's no big deal. It's. I had to look it up because I thought it was Ukes. I wasn't sure because I knew Ukes made the SmackDown versus Raw game, but I wasn't sure if they also made this game. But now that tells me, since they made both games at the same time, that they probably had separate teams working on it within their studio, because a lot of game developers, they have, like Nintendo, they're a developer and publisher, but Nintendo, their development team, but it's not just one development teams, it's like a multiple development teams within Nintendo. So that's what it must have been with Yuke's being able to do this game and as well as the SmackDown versus Raw game at the same time, because they do seem to play a lot differently. Maybe I can just fit all of it in. Let's see if I can. I'm just gonna have my long and short name be the same, and if I can't, then I'll just put my initials. Oh, no, I can't fit it, so I'll just put BBG. Everyone, you can call me BBG. Nickname. I don't have a nickname. Strategy. Ooh, clean or dirty? Oh, I'm clean. Raw or SmackDown? I'm gonna go to SmackDown. AI logic. Well, balance, brawler, grappler. I'm a high flyer, ladies and gentlemen. Snapshot. Photograph. Take a picture of your superstar. Shot. Oh, okay. All right. Well then. Yes. You can do an expression. That's cool. All right. Well, I gotta make how he looks first before I do all that. Attributes. Okay, hold on. Let's work on how I look first before we get into all that. Let's change my mask. Base A. Form. Okay, alright. Ooh, this is gonna... We got a whole thing going, don't we? Alright, well, I like sort of like what I'm wearing right now. I like the covered, so I don't want to do open. What's long? Is long covered? No, that's still open. Open crown. Gloss. Oh, they got a lot here. You could probably make anyone who has ever worn a mask. Ninja. Oh, parka. Armor and why would I need these? Why would I need these? So wait a minute. Is there 2 bases? There's 2 bases. That's why. So what's base 2? Okay. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. They're doing the eye sockets as the second base. Well, I want open eyes. Here we go. Open eyes. I want people to be able to see my eyes. And I sort of like that, and I sort of like that one. Hey, Glint. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Glint. Playing Day of Reckoning first time. Thank you for joining me. Glint is a subscriber on YouTube. I see him making comments all the time. I think he goes by Glint Hammer. Something like that, right? Glint Hammer. But welcome. Alright, I think I'm going to go with open eyes. What's the difference between this one and this? Oh, that covers the nose. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to cover the nose. Yeah, well, I'll try not to spend an hour making him. That's the thing that bugs me about, create a wrestler, things like this. Like, sometimes there's just, like, too many options. I just wish they just gave me full mask things. Like, having to piece them together sometimes, it's a little overwhelming. I do want to have an open mouth. It's open nose, open face, long open. I like the mask that wraps around the neck. So yeah, we got that going here. We might have to choose open mouth 02. And what's open nose? No, I don't want the nose to be open. No, I don't want the crown to be open. Although I could have my hair coming out. Will I not? Yeah, I won't have my hair coming out if... Because I kind of want long hair to come out. Like how I have my long hair now. You know, I'm going for that, like, Psychosis look. I always loved the way Psychosis looked. This one looks good. 03. Open Crown 03 looks good. Okay, I'm going to go with Open Crown 03. Here we go. There it is. Look at that hair. Look at the texture on that hair. I should see what kind of hair options they have. Let me see what hair options they have before I make this decision. Because if I don't like the hair options, then, you know, I probably will do a closed mask. There were a bunch of hair options to buy. What character am I making? I'm making myself. I'm making Be Better Gamer in Day of Reckoning. Because you need a... oh, look at that. You can make Hayachi there if you wanted. That's great. You know, young Hayachi and old Hayachi. Up Dragon Ball Z. That's funny. I'm making my own character because in Day of Reckoning you can only do career mode with a custom character. So I'm making my own character, and I'm trying not to just look at every single option. I kind of know what I want, like how I want him to look. I'm just wondering if they do have some good hair options, I have to say. But I want like wild, wavy, like large, sort of like my hair real life. Like this looks not bad. Wavy middle 4. Ooh, you can make sort of like Tanahashi right here. This is like Tanahashi hair. That looks good. Look at that. Straight back long. Wavy long. I'm like wavy curly hair. You face someone online who and what is this? Who was Ronald McDonald? Was this a wrestling game? That's creepy. Ronald McDonald creeps me out. Ponytail. I could do ponytail. Kind of like the ponytail look. Although I think that's what my guy has right now. Dread. They don't have curly. They have afro. Huh. They don't have curly. Let's see what the wavy middles was like. I think the closest or the long. Let's do long. Layer 1 looks good. They don't really have a curly hair look. My hair is curly. So, yeah, Bobby Lashley came back. We were talking about that earlier. Very exciting stuff. Obviously, a lot of the big, you know, responses from people I saw online was, you know, they want to see Bobby Lashley. This is actually pretty good. Wavy long. They want to see Bobby Lashley and Lesnar. So let's see if they go in that direction. You know, how soon they start building to that. But that was an unexpected surprise. I know some people had, you know, I kind of don't like how the hair sticks out a little bit. Let me see. Can I cover that? Let me put the wavy long and see if I can cover, because I don't like how the mask is under the hair. I want the hair to sort of be coming out of the mask. But we'll see what they do with Bobby Lashley, who he's going to be feuding with. I mean, I feel like with someone like him, you can't take too long. Like, you got to throw him into a big feud right away. You You know, whether that be, you know, for the Universal Championship with Brock Lesnar, if he could be like one of the first challengers. Although, you know, like, yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think the hair thing's gonna work. I don't think the hair thing's gonna work. Trying to think. What should I do? What should I do? I mean, I guess I could leave it. I'll just change the color, change the design, get rid of the goatee. I don't need the goatee. Yeah, I've never played this game before either. This is my first time playing it. You know, everyone on YouTube voted for me to play it, so I'm very excited to play it. I've never watched the Ultimate Muscle anime, but you know, Aki, they made a game for the GameCube based on the Ultimate Muscle series, so I'm looking to play that, but I've never watched the anime. Let me get rid of these goatees. I'm clean shaven, baby. And am I excited for Infinity War? I am excited for Infinity War. I'm just behind on all I'm whatchamacallit? I'm behind on all the Marvel movies, all the MCU movies. I'm behind. Color 1. Oh, I love it. I love that they just have default colors. You know, it like you can make your own colors there in the bottom, but I love that you can just choose a solid color. Thank you so much for that. You know, I hate the creative character stuff where it's like, you know, you're given, like, you have to like make your own colors. It's like, just give me default colors, please. Thank you. All right, let me see what the patterns are. Exclusive? What's exclusive? Ooh, total design. Can I not do that on my mask? What are these? They look kind of funky looking. Tiger. Spider. Interesting. Yeah, you could... It seems like you can pretty much make anyone who has ever worn a mask in this game. Did I watch the Tiger Mask anime? I did not watch the Tiger Mask anime. It is on my queue. It is on my queue. Was it any good? I saw that, you know, they had like Okada and Tanahashi made some cameos in there. They had some anime versions of Okada and Tanahashi. Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 is a great game. But you know that, Glint. You comment on my Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 channel. On the videos on my Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 channel, you know, that I do on my channel. Ooh, you can make Glacier. It's Glacier. Cap and Iron Man will die. I think Thanos will kill them. Probably. Sounds about right. They've been in enough movies. You know, Thanos kills everyone in the comics, but, you know, obviously they're not going to probably do it like how they did in the comics. I'm not crazy about any of these bases. What is all this? What, you could put... What? Alright. Base B pattern. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the accents. Ooh, I like that. I like Lucha 01 already. Tiger look a bit like the Rorschach ink. It did, right? It did. I like Lucha 1. Ooh, interesting. Got some interesting designs. Ooh, I kind of like Lucha 6. Kind of like Lucha 6. Lucha 7 looks interesting. Changed my mind on Lucha 7. Let's go back to Lucha 1. Yeah, I'm behind on all the Marvel movies, you know, the MCU and all that stuff. Just the other day, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2 for the first time, and I liked it a lot. But you know, I still haven't even seen Civil War. I still haven't even seen Avengers 2. You know, Age of Ultron. There's a lot of them I haven't seen yet. I was caught up at one point, and then I just fell behind on a lot of them. But you know, it looks good. I'm sure it'll be good. The Marvel movies are pretty good. I'm making my own character. He's not really based on anyone. He's just gonna be what I use in story mode. Just be better gamer. My own interpretation, but I want to give him a mask. Eye accents. Okay. Alright, I'm going to stick with Lucha 1. And I want my mask to be... blue. Color 1. Maybe like a light blue. Ooh, it's got like... Ooh, I can do alternating. Yeah, I'm making myself. If I was a wrestler and I wore a mask. Blue, orange. Maybe. Let me see something. What else they got? Light blue? Kind of like the light blue thing going on. And then... Alright, this menu. How do I get out of here? Alright, base B color. Oh, okay, so it splits up all of it. Yeah, I gotta watch Civil War. I also haven't seen Thor Ragnarok. I gotta watch that. I like all the movies so far. There hasn't really been one I didn't really like. You know, I like all of them, and I just gotta get around to watching them. You know, I'm lame like that sometimes. Sometimes I fall behind on movies. Nah, the orange is too much. Trying to see what direction I want to go in. Maybe... Gray and light blue. I want something kind of like... I don't know. I'm starting to rethink the mask. I don't know if I can do the mask justice. Might get rid of the mask. Can I get rid of the mask? How do I get rid of the mask? None. Alright, let's see. Let's take out the mask options. Take out the mask. So just can't come up with a good custom mask for myself. So let's okay, let's tackle the first of all, my eyebrows are not gray. Old man eyebrows. Old man be better gamer. There we go. Sweet. Form. Oh my goodness. So many choices here. I haven't seen any of the DCU movies. Yeah, at all. I haven't seen Justice League. you know, I hear Wonder Woman's really good. But again, I'm so behind. It's tough, man. When you got kids, it's tough to find time to just, you know, watch a movie, or to go out to the movies. These are like some evil eyebrows. I like wide so far. I think I might go with wide. A little bit of curve. A little bit of a curve on wide. Let's do regular. No. They're not as thick now. Why don't they look as thick? Ugh. I thought they'd come out thicker. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear Wonder Woman was really good. I gotta see it, man. Gotta see it. I think my favorite of the Marvel movies was Winter Soldier. That was my favorite so far of the ones I've seen. But again, I didn't see Civil War, so I didn't see the follow-up to that, and I heard Civil War was excellent. Oh, that's why it's coming out. Okay. Let's fix the nose. Yeah, Gal Gadot. I mean, it was basically like, it was really cool because I was looking at I did see like some of like the workouts they were doing for Wonder Woman, and it was basically like, you know, when everyone was like training for 300 and doing like the Spartan workout, is kind of like what they were doing for Wonder Woman. Like they were all doing like these super intense workouts. Like I was passing out just looking at those workouts. I was like, oh my goodness, like these women, like at this point you're not even acting, you're just like, you are like you said, you are an Amazonian. Like you are, like the stuff that they were doing to get prepared for this role was just incredible. Oh, you pick the eyes. Okay, well I guess I'm normal black. What's the difference between normal black 1, normal black 2? I actually got brown eyes, I think. I don't remember. I think normal brown 1. There we go. There I am. There's those rice and beans eyes. Those Puerto Rican eyes of mine. Eye shape. I don't mind the eye shape. Let's just take a look. Sharp eyes. Down eyes. But you know what? I like this because, again, I don't like the creator wrestlers where, you know, it's the creator wrestlers where, you know, I have to make the shape of the eyes. If I had to make the shape of the eyes, I would have given up. Oh, I like you can do single eyes. Why would you do closed eyes? That's creepy. Why would you make someone with closed eyes? No wonder why I'm looking old. I got wrinkled. Got wrinkled eyelashes. I don't want wrinkled eyelashes. You can do eyeshadow. That's pretty cool. Can make Vampiro. I like the created character because, again, it's very simple. It's just choose this, choose that, you know, and it's like, see, like this stuff right here, I'm not even gonna mess with it. It's like, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with that stuff. I don't want to mess with like moving stuff around. Like, give me shapes. Give me shapes. We already did eyebrow. We did nose. Let's do mouth. I got bigger than thin lips. Normal. 3, 2, 1. Don't really notice too much of a difference. What do thick lips look like? Oh no, that's too thick. That's too thick. Heavy. No, that's too heavy. I guess I'll go with normal. Although I can't tell the difference between 1, 2, or 3. I guess I'll go normal 1. I loved Dark Knight. Dark Knight was so good. I don't need to see you to beat you. Yeah, right? That's very it's like I guess if you want to make Voldo, If you want to make Voldo in this game, you don't have to give him eyes. Mustache. Decoration. What decoration? What is this? Decoration. Oh, okay. That's cool. Again, if you want to make custom people, Crow. Ooh, you can make Sting. Looks like you can make Sting right there. Skull. Huh, it's going to be really interesting to see. Oh, you can make Hakushi. Jinsei Shinzaki. Got some, this looks sort of like Ultimate Warrior. Oh no, that actually looks like classic Sting. That looks like classic Sting right there. This looks a little bit more like Warrior. Oh, there's Hawk. Let's see if they have Animal. Interesting stuff here. There's Ultimate Warrior. There we go. That's Ultimate Warrior right there. Interesting. So wait, was Spider Animal? Did we miss? Huh. Just gonna look at the decorations up here. Oh, ear pierces. Implants. What are implants? Oh my goodness, why would you have this? What wrestler has implants like that? Oh, look, the nose strip. That's kind of cool, the nose strip. I've seen some wrestlers have that. MVP used to have the nose strip, the nose guard. Okay, this is like makeup. Okay, interesting. This is my head shape. You know, I kind of like my head shape. I'm not going to mess with it. I like the default head shape. Figure, whole body. What is this? Again, this stuff, it's like, can't I just put like, make myself short? Like, can I just put like 5'7" or something? Oh yeah, well those kind of implants, of course. But those are different kind of implants, QED, that we're talking about. It seemed like they had like science fiction implants. Like, all right, all this stuff. Now, this is the stuff I don't like messing with. It's like, I want to just be able to choose a body type. Okay, here we go. Normal. Muscles. Normal and muscles kind of looks the same. Except, okay, here he has a 4-pack. Here he has a 6-pack. That's the difference. Of course, I'm going to give myself a 6-pack. Yeah, it would be interesting ever since, Marvel, they bought the Fox production rights back. The Fox movie studio, I should say, division. Yeah, I think X-Men are going to be coming back. That would be really cool to see. X-Men back in. I wasn't, honestly, I was never really a fan of the X-Men movies. Like all of them. I was so I'm excited to see what they do if they bring if they bring the X-Men films back. Okay, so for my skin tone, I don't know, this seems very like bright. Seems very bright to me. Well, this was the default skin tone. The skin tones are like colors. They seem unnatural. Like it's too orangey. This body is too orangey. It's like he got splashed in a chemical. Cyborg implants. Maybe one day we'll have cyborg wrestlers. We'll have cyborg wrestlers coming in. Oh, speaking of Hellboy, we can make Hellboy right there. It's just all red. So here I would have probably preferred to mess with the tones, because I don't feel like I guess I'll go this one. What's all this stuff? What's all this down here? Can I change it? Color edit. Oh, okay. Alright, so you know what? Here. I can choose a color, right? And then I can edit it. Try to figure this out. Bear with me. 322 50 60. Okay, 322 50. Yeah, let's get a little bit more natural looking skin tone. Yeah, I mean, like, I liked some of the actors in those X-Men movies. Obviously, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was a good choice. He did, at first I was like, Hugh Jackman, because he wasn't really that big of a name back then. But I thought he did pretty well. Now I'm not seeing much of a difference. Do I have to press A? Oh, okay. I was like wondering. I was like, wait a minute. I'm not seeing much of a difference here. Oh, I have to like kind of like guesstimate. Ooh, this is rough. This is rough. So basically we want this, but we want to go darker. So 322 50 60. Okay. 322 Okay, this is right there. 50 60. So what's S and what's B? What's X and B? Let's just go down a little bit. Let's see what happens if we go down. Who's my favorite superhero? My favorite superhero as a kid growing up when I used to read comic books, and even into like being a young adult reading comic books. I haven't read comic books in a very long time, but Captain America was my favorite superhero actually. He was always my favorite. He'd always come in, give a big speech, and like beat people up. But I loved him because he was a super soldier. So he had he could do really cool things, but he was still human. And I really liked them a lot because of that. And so yeah, he was my favorite. He was my favorite superhero, definitely, for sure. Like Captain America a lot. Still like Captain America a lot, And when they did the whole Winter Soldier storyline in the comics, I loved the Winter Soldier storyline in the comics. It was so cool. Yeah, right. A lot of Australians, they're really good at playing superheroes, I guess. It's because they're all so fit. They're all so fit in Australia because they walk everywhere. They go climbing. All right. I've been on the skin tone. I'm just gonna say this is gonna be it. I'm probably gonna be way too orange looking in the game. Maybe I can make edits later. I'm sure I can make edits later, right? So your favorite superhero is Batman. Favorite superhero is Superman. Yeah, it's the classics, man. Classics. Can never go wrong with the classics. I don't want a t-shirt. Bottom wear. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's cool. I like that. Thigh accent 01. Let's remember that. Oh, that's Liger. Those are Liger's tights. Favorite villain is the Joker. Yeah, that's a good one. You know, my favorite villain in the Batman cartoons, actually, was always Mr. Freeze. He was always my favorite in the Batman animated series. Always loved Mr. Freeze. But yeah, Joker in the comics was also always great. Ooh, what's this? Huh. To make some pretty good. I'm already I'm going through these calls and I'm having difficulty making myself and what I would kind of want myself to look like. I would probably have to keep doing some heavy modifications, but I'm going through and I'm looking through and I see a lot of wrestlers I could already make. I see a lot of wrestlers I could already make. It's a lot easier to make people who actually exist than to do my own little sort of interpretation of myself. Base. I'm going to have to change the base. Long tights. Oh, no, I don't have to change the base because I like the long tights. I want the long tights. I just have to change the color of the base. Nice. Ooh, that actually looks good. The black color. Black one. Oh, that's cool. You can change all three different. This is, you know what I'm kind of getting? I'm kind of getting Fire Pro vibes in how you can make these tights. Those are the kind of the vibes I'm getting. Ooh, I can give myself a belt. I think a belt would be too much though for my tights. Yeah, I love the Mr. Freeze version. You know, they did them pretty well in the Arkham games. I felt like in the Arkham games, the Mr. Freeze in that was very similar to how they did Mr. Freeze in the that's totally Keiji Muto. Look at that, and it's even got the NWO in the background. Oh, we're making Keiji Muto, y'all. It's happening. Heartbreak Kid. Oh, look at that. Shawn Michaels. Heartbreak Kid right there. Pretty cool. Cactus. Look, you can make Cactus Jack. Oh, that could probably be Ultimo Dragon with the side stripes. Oh, yeah. You could definitely make so many people. You can make Sideline. Yeah, this is cool. Here we go. That's Bret Hart. That's Bret Hart right there. Look at that. Oh, they even got the knee accents. That's pretty cool. That's Tiger Mask. That's Tiger Mask right there. I'm gonna make a lot of characters on this. I think the character creation seems pretty simple. That's Sting. Look at that. That's Sting. So I'll probably make a lot of like the the tried and true people, but it looks like you can do some pretty good stuff here. I'm just going through. I'm just looking. Okay, so we had pattern 1. Let's change the color. And maybe a goldish color. Gold color would be kind of cool. Ooh, I like that. I like the way that looks. That one looks good too. Simple. I'm going for a very simple look. Let's get some knee pads. Wait, what's that? What's this? Accessories. Here we go. What's gear? Both. Form. Yeah, basic knee pads. Yeah, I think this will be a great game for my channel. I was doing some research, and there's not a whole lot of people playing this game today. I was doing a search on recent videos, and not a whole lot of stuff was coming up, and which is a shame because this seems like a pretty cool game. This seems like a pretty cool game, and maybe I should make the knee pads the same color as... Oh, you can do the back. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, I like that. I like the two-tone. I kind of like the two-tone. That's pretty neat. Footwear. I like how it's called, the footwear. Yeah, I think we can make a lot of cool calls in this. I think we can make a lot of cool calls for this. Yeah, the Crow movie was good. Yeah, Crow movie. I feel like not a lot of people talk about the Crow movie. I like the Crow movie a lot. Really good. Long boots with rivets. This is really cool. There we go. That's what we want. But let's see what else they got. Western long. Cowboy boots. And this is going to be Better Gamer 1.0. Obviously, he's probably going to go through some changes. I'm kind of making just sort of like rush decisions. So I don't take too long making them. But no, we want that to be black. So I'm just keeping his look very basic, very simple. Might lower the color on those kick pads. Guess I can't. I wonder if this would look better. Yeah, that looks decent. That looks decent. Gotta give myself elbow pads. I like these elbow pads. Bam. That's a good point, Sachin. That's a good point about Rollins' finisher. When he couldn't do the curb stop anymore, he lost a lot of momentum. But now that he's back doing the curb stop, he's got a lot of momentum again. Yeah, people really love that curb stop. And I get it. I get the appeal of the curb stomp. It's a cool move. Oh, that's kind of neat. Android. They really want you to make a robot in this game. You're worried that I'm going to stop making calls for No Mercy in Virtual Pro Wrestling 2? I am never going to stop making calls for that game. So you do not have to worry about that one bit. I have a huge list. I mean, one day I would like to complete that list. But I have so many people that I still have to make for those games. So it'll be a long time before you would have to start worrying about me stopping to make calls in Virtual Pro Wrestling 2 and in No Mercy. I'm always going to make calls for them. Yeah, the curb stop is really cool. And like the counters to the curb stop, it's just a great, it's a move he can pull out in a lot of different situations. It's really cool. It's really neat. Okay, what's gear? What is this? Gear 1. Gear equip. Oh, okay. No, I don't want this stuff. I mean, I might look at it later, but Okay. All right. Now, attributes. Can I do... How do I just do, like, size? Because we did appearance. Profile doesn't have... Let's take a snapshot. Expression. Smile. Oh, that's a smile? That's a scary smile. Don't smile. Don't smile. Anger. Ugh. I guess normal. Lighting setup. Side light. Ooh, ominous. Oh, creepy. Alright, I guess I'll do a smile. A crooked smile. From this angle, it kind of looks better. Let's do a little angle. Yeah, I'm not looking at the camera directly. Oh, that's funny. Looks nothing like me. Looks nothing like me. I'm gonna have to work on this guy, but we need a created superstar to get through. We need a created superstar to get through career mode. Attributes. Alright, well, I'm fast. How fast can I get? Max out my fast? No, let's make me a... So it's a 10 scale, so 5 is average, alright? So let's put everything above 5. Oh, I can't. I already used all my points? How is that? How's that possible? Oh, okay. So wait. Oh, I only have a certain amount of points to use. So let's give everything 3. Yeah, I can Ultimate Fighter Android, man. They really want you to make it. Alright, let's make speed 4. Counter. Let's make counter 4, I guess. Submission. I'll be a submission machine. So we'll put speed up a little bit. Maybe a little bump in durability. Okay. Alright. Back. Weight. I'm light. I'm lightweight. Skill type. High flyer. Yeah, No Mercy. The Aki games are my favorite series of games, so I'm not gonna stop those. I'll probably have the excuse me, I'll probably have the Tanahashi call up this week. Move set. Oh, now I gotta go through all the moves. What time is it? Oh, it's 2:30 already. I'm not gonna have time to finish this call on stream. Unless I just do a template. Let's just do a template. Let's do a high flyer template. Let's do that. What do they make my finisher if it's high flying? What's the high flyer template? What is this? Light grapple, light grapple, light grapple. Where are the specials? Oh, they're in their own little category. Oh, Michinoku Driver. I'm not mad at that. Moonsault. Alright. I'll go back and edit these moves later. But we need to get started on this, we need to get started on this, career mode. And I guess height is here. I guess this is height. Body. Wait, no, not here. Where was it? Figure? Where was height? Yeah, here we go. Whole body. Width. Height. Gotta make him a little bit smaller. Oh, it's too small there. See, this I don't like. This I don't like. I like if they actually had the height to put in, because I don't know what this is. Like, what is this? 5'6", 5'7", 5'11"? Like, I don't know what height I'm at right now when I'm doing this. I wanna be smaller. Obviously, this is tall. But what do the pluses mean? Like, I wish it would just scale based on Um, let's go here. I mean, this, he doesn't look too small there. All right, let's save him. Entrance. I didn't even come up with an entrance. Oh, it's a whole separate loading thing. I didn't, you know, again, this is something with the 2K games and making calls for the 2K games. You can choose people. All right, I'll just choose someone. Let's just choose Eddie Guerrero. I'll make a detailed call. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend some time off stream fixing this guy up. Cause this is a lot. This is a lot to do. But you know, with the 2K games, you think it might be the pixels, plus and minus pixels in height. You know, that makes sense. It could be. But let's go ahead. There he is. All right, Be Better Gamer. Let's save him. Yes, overrided. It probably would be easier to make someone else and then play as them. You know, maybe buy one of the move sets and create that person. Maybe I might do that off stream. Whoa, look at me. I don't like the way he looks. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man. You know, I think the problem is looking at everyone. I gotta zoom in on that picture, on that headshot. That headshot, he's a little too far away. He looks kind of dorky. Here we go. I just basically stole Rey Mysterio's entrance. Oh, there he is. He doesn't look half bad. He definitely looks like a rookie, you know? Definitely looks like it's his first day wrestling. He's got the cheap tights on, the cheap kick pads. You know, his hair's out. No personality yet. But he's into it. He's happy to be there. He's excited. It's going to be funny. But you know, with the 2K games, going back to the 2K games with the creator wrestler and that, it's too complicated. You gotta be like an artist to make really good calls in 2K. And I love that people are really talented with the creations, but again, like I just don't have that. I don't have that ability, you know, to do it yet. I haven't really worked with the 2K games long enough to do that. So maybe one day I'll get on that level. You know, maybe one day I'll get on that level and I'll be able to make realistic looking calls easily. What will happen at the Greatest Royal Rumble? You know, it's a good question. I mean, if they want to make it an important thing, if they want to make it a historic thing, they can have Roman Reigns win, but then it's just the kind of thing, it's like, well, why didn't you have him win at Mania? So, yeah, I think the cage could be shenanigans. I think someone, you know, okay, I'm a little small, I'm a little bright, I'm very orangey. I'm very bright. Look at that skin tone. Look at me in comparison to Kurt Angle. I'm wondering if I can copy a wrestler. You know, like if I can copy a wrestler's appearance and just work off of that. Because like ideally I would want to have like Rey Mysterio or Eddie Guerrero's skin tone. And to figure out, you know, what they did with their skin tone there. But look how I'm glowing. I'm glowing here. It's like I was in radioactive. It's like I spent way too long in a tanning salon. And I got a little burnt from it. Here we go. Here we go. Bam! Double drop kick. Not mad at it. I look so yellow. Oh, orange. Ooh, tiger spin. Right into the Mexican. My moveset is pretty cool so far. I like my moveset. It's pretty close to probably what I would actually choose. But, yeah, I'm with you with the greatest Royal Rumble. I call shenanigans. I think, you know, maybe Samoa Joe will cost Roman Reigns, you know, the championship. You know, maybe right when it seems like Roman Reigns finally has Lesnar's number. You know, no, yeah, make fun of my call, man. My my call is awful. I love it. I love how bad it looks. I'm interested to see. It's gonna be interesting now, though, because like that's gonna be the challenge. If I'm gonna want to make some really good calls, like I'm gonna have to try to get a hang of the skin tones. You know, gonna have to get a hang of that, and the hair and everything. It's gonna be quite a challenge. I'm gonna see if I can find. You know, I saw on Game Facts. I saw some like creator wrestler facts that people made back in the day. I'm gonna try to see if I can look through those and see what people were doing, how they do that. I wouldn't do a fallaway slam. That's not me. That's not my style. What we got? What we got? Oh, he reversed it.
Break.
Rope break angle. Back up angle. Ooh. Ooh, that was interesting. That was interesting there. What we got? Surfboard. Yeah, the yellow, the yellow really bring out the orange. It's true. It really highlights it. It's surprising that they want you to create a wrestler to do career mode. I wonder why that is. Like, am I gonna have to face everyone on the roster? It must be a set career path then. If they want me to play as a created wrestler, then that means they probably want me. Let's see what I got. High five. Why is he moving like that? Uh-oh. Oh! And the ref's down. Come on, Angle. Oh, I hit the ref. Is that a DQ? I didn't mean to hit the ref. Oh! He's gonna tap! And the ref isn't gonna see it. That was probably... Oh, I got DQ'd. Oh, that's funny. Wow, a lot of people don't like the ref. Alright, I do not like my creative wrestler. So I'm going to do some more matches with other people. Because that created wrestler is just not doing it for me. It's just not doing it for me. Maybe I should play as Kurt Angle. Who else is in this game that isn't in No Mercy? We got Randy Orton. We got Batista. Christian Edge. Shelton. Ooh, Shelton Benjamin. I like Shelton Benjamin. This is Shelton Benjamin and Chris Jericho. One of my favorite matches. Yeah, that call needs work. I'm going to have to, maybe tonight I'll spend some time making him a little better. Or maybe I can find a cause of actual, you know, with those templates. You know, with the templates, we could make, who could we make? We could make, We can make Brock Lesnar. We can make Stone Cold. We can make Mankind, Hulk Hogan, Jeff Hardy. Or I could even make, you know, Misawa, Keiji Muto, Kobashi. It would be cool to do it as Kobashi or someone, you know? That'd be kind of neat. I wouldn't mind playing as Kobashi. So maybe I'll have to look to see if I can borrow a call real quick from some stuff that's already been done. Or just keep working on perfecting my Be Better Gamer orange nuclear exposed call to get the better skin tones. Yes, Sachin looks like he's woken again. He is woken with the clapping. Clap, 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 clap. But the actual wrestler models look good. Jericho, look, he looks great. Looks great right now. Got the barbed wire tights. So I haven't seen though like a alternate outfits kind of thing. I wonder if you can create alternate outfits for wrestlers, because that would be really cool to do. What is my wrestler's name? He doesn't really have a name. It's just Be Better Gamer. You know, when I used to make wrestlers back in the day, I used to call myself Lionheart. That was the name I used to call my wrestler back in the day. But I figured now, since, you know, I'm Be Better Gamer on YouTube and stuff like that, I just keep him Be Better Gamer, not really give him a name. Ooh, look at that elbow. I like the crunch. The crunch that everything makes. It's really good. Up. Oh, Jericho just went for that lion salt and I was standing. Oh, that was pretty cool. I like that little animation. I went to grab the head and Jericho got up, so I like stumbled. Not the Jean-Claude Van Damme Lionheart. Not that Lionheart. But basically, I was basically just stealing Jericho's gimmick. I was just basically Chris Jericho, so I just called myself Lionheart. Oh man, Jean-Claude Van Damme Lionheart. That's funny. Ooh, Dragon Screw from Jericho. Ooh, I actually did a counter there. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can get him out of the ring. How do I do high flying stuff?
One.
Can I high fly with Benjamin? Whoa. What's he doing? What is... Oh! He got me in the Lion Tamer. The Walls of Jericho. Come on, that's rope. Got out of that one, but Jericho is... Are they cheering for Benjamin? They're saying boo or boo earns. Ooh. Jericho's beating me up. Yeah, Lionheart was repackaged as Be Better Gamer, essentially. He went through a gimmick change. He changed promotions. Oh my goodness, crawl to the rope. Crawl to the rope. I'm holding the direction, the D-pad, but I don't know if it's influencing anything. I kicked Jericho right when he was taunting. I can taunt too. I like how we can have specials at the multiple times, which wasn't something that happened too much in the Aki games. In like No Mercy, wrong turnbuckle. Let me see how I just pin him. How can you be notified of the stream? Well, follow me on Twitch, and just make sure you have your notifications, your Twitch notifications set up either via email or you know, on mobile. If you have the Twitch app, and just you have to go into your personal settings, So after you follow the stream, just make sure when you go into the personal settings that you can receive notifications, and that's just something you have to like sort of like do on your end to just make sure you're receiving the notifications. It's sort of like YouTube, where like you can turn on and off alerts on YouTube. It's sort of the same thing with Twitch. You just gotta do it in your settings. But if you follow the stream and you have your notifications up, then you should be able to every time I go live, you should get something from Twitch. Oh no! Oh no! Test of strength. That's a rope break, ref. That's not a rope break? I'm right there. Oh man. How many matches did I win today? I won what? 2? 2 matches? Kicking my butt. It's alright, Benjamin. Let's give it one more go. I'll get used to it. I'm not worried. Cause I know for me, like I actually like kind of like I was getting too many alerts on my phone because I had the Twitch app. So I turned off a lot of the notifications on my phone, but I have the notifications like when I'm on Twitch and stuff like that. I'll get the notifications when the people I'm following are going live. So again, it's personal preference, because if you're following a whole lot of people, you might not want to have the notifications always going off on your phone. But again, it's up to you. But you can also get them via email. You can get them phone. I think Twitch makes it pretty simple. Look how fast Jericho got his momentum meter up. Single leg crab. I do like how smart the AI is in this game. Like they seem like they're doing things that are pretty realistic. Bam! Falling to God lock. Oh, he got me again. Can I crawl? Is there something I can press to crawl? Or do I just have to keep pressing A in those situations? I enjoyed you being woken today too. That was very entertaining. I loved it. I think we all can enjoy being woken a little bit. That's why Matt Hardy is here for us. He's here to awaken us and show us the best version of ourselves. Uh-oh, I hit the ref again. But he's okay. So it seems like I regain health as I fight back. So that seems good. Ooh. Uh-oh, he's got me again. That's the rope. That's the rope, ref. That's the rope. Ah, he got me. All right. I am getting my butt kicked. Let's choose someone else. Look at John Cena. I like it so far. I have to say I like it so far. It's going to take a bit getting used to. It's definitely got a learning curve. But I like it so far. Let's do Landstorm. Landstorm against Benoit. Canadian against Canadian. Yeah, the ref keeps getting hit. He's not having a good day. Oh no, this is when they were making Landstorm be silly because he was too serious. I wonder if I could change that. I like serious Lance Storm. There's Benoit. Yeah, it must be his diverticulitis. Benjamin's diverticulitis. Now again, all of that was unnecessary too. It's like last minute they were like, let's say Shane McMahon has diverticulitis. It's like, why? It didn't add anything to it. Like, you could just have him get beat up. It's like, no, those kicks and punches aren't really gonna hurt him, but they'll hurt him if he actually has diverticulitis. Like, you know. What characters did I make in Day of Reckoning? I haven't made any characters yet. This is my first time playing it. This is my first time playing Day of Reckoning, so I don't have anyone I've made yet. Oh, I went for the pin again.
Break.
I want to make a bunch of people. It seems like a very cool character creation. Uh-oh. Ref. Ooh. That clothesline. Oh, my goodness. The intensity of those clotheslines. I love it. Yeah, I do like the pacing. It seems like, you know, I mean, even though this is Ukes, this is not Aki, but it seems like maybe, you know, again, I haven't played the Aki games that came out on the GameCube and stuff like that, but it seems like maybe because of the processing power, like it's able to go a lot faster than the N64 games did, obviously. So it seems like also, because I'm not trying to repeat the move, I'm just trying to see if the directional buttons make me do something else, but it seems like there's only one option for the, we only have the one option for the grappling moves. But again, I could do the strong ground grapples, which I haven't really been taking advantage of. Let me try doing one of those. Oh, but then he blocked it. You're messing up my experiment. Yeah, right? that was I liked that match, but the whole like first half of that match was like very unnecessary. You know, we waited that long to see him in the ring, and then they were gonna do this whole bit with him being outside. It's like, it's completely unnecessary. Okay, we got some momentum going now. Oh. Ah. There you go. Oh. I should have been working on his legs. He's probably going to do what? You think Lance Storm has a super kick maybe? Nice. You think Suicide was inspired by Aki Man? That makes sense, actually. I never thought of that. Could be. Maybe he was. Maybe he's a big fan of the Aki games. Dragon Screw. Nice counter. Ooh, was that like a move or? Uh-oh, sharpshooter. Come on, it's the rope. The rope's right there. Ugh. I'm gonna trick him. Oh, he got me in the air. That was desperation. That was me trying to escape in desperation. I like that dragon screw that he keeps doing. Oh, it's right there. The rope's right there. The rope's right there. Ooh, I am. Hey, he keeps getting specials. Uh-oh. It's a wrap. Single leg crab. He's been working on the leg. I was surprised neither one of them turned on each other. Everyone was expecting a turn from either Shane or Daniel Bryan, but it seems like more of the focus now. And you know, that was like kind of interesting what they did. They had them fight each other on Raw. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that to the ref. Am I going to get DQ'd again? I think I'm going to get DQ'd again because I hit the ref. No. He's okay with it. He's okay with it this time. Oh, the AI is owning me all day today. The AI is kicking my butt. Oh no!
Break.
It's the counters, man. It's the grapple counters. They just happen so quick, and the AI moves quick, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it because it makes it challenging. You know, it's not like I'm just completely like, you know. It would be kind of disappointing, honestly, if, you know, first day I'm playing this in the first 3 hours and I'm just like dominating, you know, and it's like, well, this game is probably gonna be easy, you know, and I don't like easy games. I like games that are challenging, and I don't feel like I'm losing because of like the game. I feel like I'm losing just because of like the skill level, you know, and I like that. Like, so many times I've played like wrestling games, especially, like, you can lose them because they're clunky and they just don't work well as a game. Whereas here it's like I learned how to play the game pretty quickly. Now I just have to get good at it, you know? So I like that. I like that. And I'm pinning Benoit outside because that makes sense.
11, 12.
Okay, here we go. Shake it off, Lance. Comeback. Make the comeback. Oh, I like this move. This move is so cool. Trying to get to the legs. There we go. Does it have a submission there? Huh. So that's weird. His weak and his strong leg grapple is the same thing. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, right into it. Nice. Look at that combo. Oh. There we go. That combo, the fireman roll into the body splash. Perfect positioning. Of course, I planned it. All right, I'm back on the board. I'm back on the board. All right. It is 2:57. So that means it's time to end the stream. 3 o'clock, ending the stream, but that was fun. You know, real quick, a few takeaways from the game. I like the game so far. I like the way it plays. Definitely a learning curve. Yeah, Michael Numbers, definitely a learning curve. I'll probably spend some time off stream with it later on tonight, hopefully. Maybe figure out the whole create a superstar situation, because I would like to start doing story mode. I would like to see story mode and see where that takes me, see how far I get. I'll probably fail a lot in story mode, but that'll be part of the fun of it. If you get through story mode, you unlock a few characters. I see that you can unlock Bret the Hitman Hart if you beat story mode. You can unlock Brutus Beefcake, Greg Valentine, Andre the Giant. So there's some cool stuff in here. How am I feeling after being conquered by Day of Reckoning? Just like Roman Reigns. Just like Roman Reigns, his promo last night. You're going to keep sending Brock Lesnar after me. Eventually, I'm going to come back and win, So Day of Reckoning, you're going to keep beating me, but I'm going to keep playing, and eventually I'm going to beat you, Day of Reckoning. So I'm not scared. I'm not worried. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on the stream today. Look forward to, also, I'll probably upload this onto my channel, but I finished recording the audio for my next Let's Play for the Women's Championship. I did China, so stay tuned for that on my channel. I should have that up by tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be here, same time, 12 to 3, and we'll continue, and hopefully we'll maybe be able to start story mode. And if not, then I'll just have to maybe keep playing around, check around all the different match types and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you all for joining me. Michael Numbers, Glint, Sachin, QED, our first subscriber. Yes, he's a moderator, but he didn't have to subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Sachin, get some sleep. You always stay up late to watch this stream. I enjoy that so much. But thank you so much. Have a good one. And then, yes, tomorrow we will have another wonderful stream. Let's clap for that. Woken clap for that. Thank you, everyone. I'm Be Better Gamer. Until next time, keep watching all the wrestling. Thanks again for joining me today.